Yeah. Am I audible to you all, children?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Let's start work. So today's class is about measure of central tendency. In this measures of central tendency, mainly we have three measures of central tendency. One is mean, another is median, third is mode. Why do we require this? This is required to make all the study of data useful. We need to use measures of central tendency for the sake of studying exactly how far the set goals were achieved, how far our methodologies applied were useful. This data tells us that, for example, how far the lessons taught by mathematics teacher is useful will be given by the scores of the students, and scores of the students let's say it may be a PT1 or PT2. In that, the scores scored by the students need to be analyzed and need to be properly analyzed with the help of measure of central tendencies. That measures of central tendency tells closest the central value of the scores that we have got for the students. So some of the tendencies are mean of raw data, mean of group data without class intervals. You know mean of raw data how to find. And this mean of raw data only, the second one, though it is tabled, it is still raw data, where frequencies are written, grouped in the number of frequencies. That's it. Not as class intervals, without class intervals. Then median of raw data, mode of raw data. These are the things existing for your class 9th. In class 10th, what you are going to have extra here, mean of group data you are going to learn
Median
in
of group
class
data,
10th
sir.
along with the class intervals you are going to learn. You are going to learn in class 10th. And here you are going to learn median of group data, and even here you are going to learn mode of group data. So this is what you are going to learn in class 9th, and here in red ink what I have written is that what you are going to learn in class 10th. Is it clear? Along with this, you will be learning extra in class 10th, mean of group data along with the class intervals, median of group data along with the class intervals, mode of group data along with the class intervals. Okay. So for these three things, you need to have compulsory memorizing formulae. Okay, you need to memorize the formulae. Formulae means plural of formula. You'll have formulae, okay, for these three, which you have to memorize to find out them. Here in class 9th, what you have got, let us go ahead to learn. Coming to the mean. What is the mean? Meaning of a mean is just, in simple words, an average. The mean is the average of the number of observations. You have been learning what is the meaning of average since your class 6th. Average is the sum of the numbers by the number of numbers. That is what you learned in class 6th, 7th and all. So here we will use the word observations. Average is sum of observations upon number of observations will be called an average. And average is called in statistical language arithmetical mean. Okay, this arithmetical mean is one of the central tendency. This is represented with the symbol X bar. Okay, then moving on to the next point, it is calculated by dividing the sum of values of the observations by the total number of observations. This is the formula. Okay. Next, third point is it is represented by X bar and shown as X bar. Okay. Then fourth point, the mean, that is X bar of some values. Which values? N values. How many values? N number of values. Let's say x1 is one observation, x2 second observation, x3 third observation. Like that, there are total n number of observations for you. It is given by the formula x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus so on up to xn upon the number of observations, that is n. Okay, so this is the meaning of mean of raw data. Okay, example, find the mean of the following data. Come on, find out mean of the following data. How will you find out?
Sir, previous slide.
देखा देखे बाप?
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Shall we go? Yeah.
Sir.
Yes. previous slide हो गया और yes. 6, 7, 10, 12, 13, 4, 8, 12. Generally, if you are finding for raw data,
Sir, 9.
we prefer of
9.
4,
9, sir.
6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 12, 13. Why did I write? How did I write? What is it called?
Ascending order.
Very good. It is called an ascending order. It is ordering of the data. Generally, we make raw data into either ascending order or into descending order. And so that it is easy for us to quickly find the sum and do some other analysis also. How many observations are there?
8.
How many observations are there?
8, sir.
8 observations are there. What is the sum? 4 plus 6, 10. 7 plus 8 is 15. So 10 plus 15 plus 10 is
72.
35.
72 by 8, sir. It is
Yes,
9.
35 plus, oh, sorry. 15 plus 10, 25. 25 plus 10 is 35. 35 plus 25 is 60. 60 plus 12 is 72. Upon 8, it is
9.
9 is the mean of this given raw data.
Sir, why you wrote
Any
it in
doubt in
ascending order?
doing this, children?
Sir, why you wrote it
If
in
it is clear,
ascending
put a
order?
thumbs up, children. Okay, put a thumbs up if it is clear. Okay.
Sir, why
Sir,
you
we can
wrote it in
do
ascending order?
this without doing in ascending order.
Descending order. शिवम बता दो. गंगाधर एक के बाद एक बता दो. शिवम
Yes, sir. We can do it without doing that ascending order also, no, sir.
कर सकते हैं. Normally कर सकते हैं, but we will not like ऐसा लिखने का एक ही मकसद है. Not only mean we will find out median and mode and all. No, in that case, this writing is helping you. Okay, it is going
Yes,
to
sir.
help you. Okay, whenever we see raw data, after seeing the raw data, we arrange it in ascending order for the purpose of finding not only mean, median and mode. Okay, yeah. Any other doubts? If it is clear, let's go ahead further. Yeah. Now, we moving on to the next content. The solution is simple. Same, I'm going to show you. Okay. You know that answer is 9. Then mean of group data without class intervals. What does it mean? Mean of group data without class intervals. It means, children, we will have some observations repeating for many number of times, such as I'm going to show as an example. If the data is organized in such a way, Shiv Shankar is waiting in lobby. Vinayak 5617 is waiting in lobby. If the data is organized in such a way that the frequency is given, but there is no class interval. Okay, we have some observations repeating for many number of times without class interval. Such a table is given to us. In that case, how to find out the mean? Okay, we find out using this formula. Let me explain you with one example. You have observations, or let's say marks. You have marks of some maybe monthly test, and I have student scoring. Let's say 14 is a minimum score and 20 out of 20 is maximum score, and 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 is the scores of this 100 students. Now tell me, 100 students will definitely minimum 14 and maximum 20 means definitely somebody will be repeating now. 14 might have got let's say 6 members, 15 might have got by 20 members, 16 might have got by 17 members, 17 might have got by 32 members. Are you getting like this? So the score repetition is there. I have, in that case, how to find out the mean. Okay, let's say 18 is scored by again 16 members, 19 is scored by 15 members, 20 is scored by 10 members. Here 100 ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು. 13, 15, 26, 6, 2, 4, 5, 10, 10, 1, 11, 114 ಹುಡುಗರಾಯ್ತು. ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಎ ಬಿ ಸಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 116 ಜನ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವ, 116 ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವ. ತಿಳಿತಾ ಈಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು? ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್? See,
Yes, sir.
monthly test, I have 14 marks is the minimum score and 20 marks as the maximum score. Children amongst 116 will definitely range between 14 to 20 with the repetitions. And this is going to be capital N, or I say total number of students. Remember, this gives a frequency of each observation. I call 14 as x1. This is because first observation. 15 is called x2, x3, x4, x5, x6, x7. I have only 7 different observations, whereas each observation repeated for some number of times. Where first observation 14 repeated for 6 times, which I call frequency 1. Okay, I'll change the color to show frequency. So this 6 is called F1, where 15 is the second observation repeated for 20 times, so which I call frequency 2. Frequency 2 is the number of times that second observation is repeating. Okay, and 17 is the third observation's repetition number of times, or frequency of the third observation. Have you understood? Are you getting it? Put a thumbs up if it is understood for you so far. Okay, put a thumbs up, children, if you have understood so far. That's good. That's good. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Now Aditya Patil, what is your doubt? You have to speak out, Aditya Patil.
Sir, I didn't understood why.
बताइए.
ओ एक्स के ऊपर बार क्यों है सर?
एक्स के ऊपर कहाँ पे एक्स? अच्छा अच्छा, वो ये वाला एक्स के ऊपर.
यस सर.
हाँ बेटा, वो सिंबल है बेटा. इट इज अ सिंबल टू शो मीन. ओके,
यस सर.
कुछ नहीं, उसका मतलब कुछ नहीं है. दैट इज द symbol to represent mean. That's it. All central tendencies are represented with x bar only. Mean is represented with x bar. Mode is also represented with x bar. Median is also represented with the x bar. It is a symbol for central tendency. Okay. और कुछ
Sir, then
बता दो.
Sir, then how can we differentiate the mode mean by that
देखो
symbol,
बेटा,
sir?
एक समझो, no difference we will not have when it is x bar given. We will have difference when the word is given. X bar is a mean of the following data. Then it is x bar understood as a mean.
Yes.
If they give x bar is the following data's information, central tendency, we do not know what it is. If they give in words, then only we will have difference. If they give in symbol, we cannot identify the difference. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Then 32 is F4, which is the frequency of fourth observation. 16 is F5, 15 is F6, and F7 is 10, where frequency of the seventh observation. Now, see children, we will find out Fi into Xi, which means first frequency will be multiplied by the observation. What does it mean? It means 14 you add it for 6 times, or 14 add it for 6 times, or you calculate the 14 into 6. Both are same. Is it or not? Have you understood?
Yes, sir.
14
Sir.
added for 6 times is same as 14 into 6. Why? Because 14 plus 14 plus 14 plus 14, this gives 14 6 only, na? Multiplication is the repeated addition. So if you want to find out mean of this raw data, you have to add 14 for 6 times, 15 for 20 times, 16 for 17 times. So we will not have all that addition done. Instead, 14 into 16, we'll find out. 15 into 20, we'll find out. 16 into 17, these numbers we'll start finding out. Okay. Then this numbers sum gives you the sum of these observation for 116 times. Okay, so you will get that number. That number, how much is this number? You know, 14 6 are 84. Correct na? 14 6 are 84. 15 20 are 300. 16 17 are 16 16 256 256 ಒಂದು 16 272. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ?
Yes, sir.
32 17
544 sir.
3 13 54 ಒಂದು 17 34. సో 17 3
Sir, 544.
34 కదా. ఓకే, 17 3 నా 2 14 కరెక్ట్ కదా.
544.
ಎಷ್ಟು ಪುಟ?
544.
ಹೌದಾ? ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 16 181 90 106 100 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 296 286